Morning, Mr. Mutairi. This is some feedback for your compare and contrast essay. Overall, I think you did a really great job. I know the grade might not exactly look like I say that, but again, this is the first draft, so the grade that I gave right now will go up if you make the changes that I suggest in this video. First of all, you need to have a heading, the proper GUST heading. If you don't know what that is, go back to my course homepage and go to the week 1 and week 2. We has the format for the heading there. Find out what that is and put that on here. Other than that, the rest of the format looks good. So all you gotta do is change that little thing, and I'll raise your grade for the organization and logic. Right now it's at a not satisfactory because of the heading, but I'll change it if you make the corrections and resubmit it in next week's or this week's place. I'll show you where that is in a second. Intro, I think you do pretty well, except for you don't have to give examples so much in your intro. You don't want to give that much detail in your intro. Actually, and that was a problem with your body paragraphs that I'm going to talk about, is that you don't give examples in your body paragraph. So examples out of the intro and more in the body. I really don't like asking questions in written papers, again, because I tell you guys that it's not as formal as it could be. For written papers and speech is fine. Speeches, no problem, but written papers, I would like to see that. You have a nice, clear thesis. The engineering doctors differ from each other. There's qualifications and the nature of work and the method of thinking of subjects. Remember, you talked about 3 different differences in your thesis and your body paragraph, so you have 3 body paragraphs. Remember that you only need to have 2 for the test on the final, okay? So I prefer that you take out the 3rd one. Going to your body paragraphs, this is really short, and the reason why I can see it short is that you don't have much examples or explanations in here. You make a nice clear topic sentence, which is good. Doctor must have a bachelor in medicine, and then you give explanation here, but give more differences between the training. You just talk about the number of years. What other differences can you see in the training between the two? Medical doctors have to do like 2 years of practice, and while engineers usually don't. Anything like that. Give some more examples though. And then your second point, the place of training for doctors differs from engineers. Give me a little bit more than that. That's not the best point that you could bring up. Qualifications, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. You could talk about doctors having to get requalified every so many years, where engineers probably don't. Engineers probably have to get qualified on certain programs, whereas doctors don't, software programs. I'm just trying to give you ideas. And the same thing for this one, second body paragraph. You start with a nice topic sentence, make good points, but I want to see more examples. And then going to the conclusion, I think your conclusion was good, but you start bringing up new points in your conclusion. You say here, also, they work in different environments. Well, I guess that's a rephrase of what you said, which is fine. The engineer works in more risky places. But this is kind of like you're bringing up more like examples and stuff here in the conclusion where you shouldn't. So for your grade, so intro, you got satisfactory, which is good. I just don't like seeing the questions in the intro, so try to take that out. Body, again, 2 paragraphs, and give some more examples and details. Conclusion, again, don't bring up new points, and give more of your opinion. I didn't see much of your opinion here. I know you said qualification engineer, doctor, qualification, bachelor, different, also engineers work more risky jobs than thinking. Yeah, so you don't have much recommendation or advice or anything in here. I do like how you did rephrase and you did summarize your points, but then you bring up new points and you don't really give advice or and a recommendation and why. That should be in your conclusion. Organization, I want to have you do more, like I said, format, get the heading correct. You need the GUST heading. You got good vocabulary, good grammar, so everything else was fine. So make those changes, and I want you to, after you make those changes, re-upload it here in week 12 second draft of comparison contrast. And that's it. Make sure you put it in the right place this time.